Welcome. Sorry, let me move my mic. Welcome, y'all,
To
to
Shade.
Shade in the City. I'm your girl, Treese.
It's Nels.
And today, y'all, we are here to give y'all the life that happens after the lockup. I'm getting my voice back. If y'all watched our recap this morning, a little rough, okay? But yeah, y'all, we're here to do the life after the lockup, season 5, episode 47. This is something to do with the sex whisperer.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you haven't already, y'all go ahead and hit that like button for us.
And that subscribe button.
And y'all, let's go ahead, jump right into it. Bianca still irritating me, and let's get shaded. All right, y'all. So first we go get into Justine and Michael. We all know this is Nels' favorite. So they finally revealed the news to Michael's mama that Justine's expecting another baby in 10 weeks. So she's obviously a little hurt by this. And she's like, damn, why did y'all decide to keep this from me? But at the same time, she believes God, don't make no mistakes. And at the end of the day,
I love her accountability. This
who?
episode. I loved her accountability.
Oh no, I did too. I did too.
I was shocked. I was shocked. I don't know if it's the fire or what that had her come this come to Jesus moment, but
Right.
the accountability.
I did too. So basically, yeah, she says that, she feels like this was, even though all this happened, clearly she needed to be there to help with the new baby. So she just hugs Justine and tells her that she's happy for them. And Justine believes that this is going to be very short-lived. And she's just waiting for this to turn, right? Now, Michael asked her, basically they all don't say anything to anybody else, including Justine's mom. And she said that I plan to be here for a little bit and I'm gonna try to fall back and just help as needed, but I will step in if I feel like things aren't being handled as they should, as most mothers do, and give you unwarranted advice and stuff.
She said, "Grandma know best."
Yeah, okay. So Justine says that Michael's mom is moving in is a lot. So she basically just might be hiding in her room, so she comes up to see Justine and she realizes her room is kind of nasty, and offers to do some laundry for her. And Justine's like, no, I like to do things myself. And this is no shade. I am not going to act like I ain't never had a pile of clothes on the floor that was getting ready.
Pregnant. She's like with a baby. I see why
right. Yeah. But I would have absolutely took that help is what I'm saying.
I think she should have offered the help after taking the accountability and apologizing, because when you initially come in and you're saying, oh, we haven't had a conversation yet, and the first thing you say is, I'm gonna help you do the laundry. I'm still on defense.
You thought it was giving shady?
Well, I don't know about shady, but I'm not saying from Maria it was giving shady, but I'm saying she was still on defense. Justine was still on defense.
Okay. I get what you're saying.
Like, no, I got it. You know what I'm saying? So I think they should have had the conversation first and then offered the help, and I think it would have been received differently.
Okay, well, hats off to Nels. Look, therapy does things, y'all. So basically she's like, so whose idea was this to keep the pregnancy from me? And Justine tells her that it was a mutual decision. I thought that was a lie as well. And she basically admits that after the whole, she was hurt by the foolishness of the paternity test. And so I guess Maria is her name because everything says Michael's mom in my notes.
Yeah, Maria.
She takes accountability and apologizes and asks her, basically, please don't keep any more secrets from me. And she realizes, she even tells production, I realize I messed up and it's going to take some time to gain her trust. And I can appreciate that because I feel like because I feel like a lot of the problem with people when they think, oh, if I say I'm sorry or I'm taking accountability, that you're immediately supposed to forgive them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not how it works.
Mm-hmm. I
Right?
also appreciate Justine letting her know. I mean, they were friends for a long time, so I know that they
Right.
know each other. But Justine also admitted, like, it takes me time to get over stuff.
Right.
You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
And so then she realizes, like, damn, this girl is 10 weeks out and she ain't had no baby shower. Um, and then I thought about it and I was like, well, she just had a baby, but then I was like, oh, it is a boy-girl situation. So she probably does need another baby shower.
Mm-hmm.
So Justine has no interest. Maria is trying to convince her that you need to talk to your mom. Justine's not really interested in telling her mother and says she's never happy about anything. And so, she kind of hints to the fact that they have a tumultuous relationship. But the only issue that I had with Justine, and this may be alleged and maybe I'm wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, Justine's mama helped them get that house out in Vegas. So as you over here, whoop, 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 and oh, I'm out here and I ain't got to be close to my mama. I do believe she did.
Mm.
Because what was Michael doing that was so great that he was making money?
That's when he was doing his shows. He said he was making money doing that. Then I thought they was doing some like clothes, selling shoes or something, right?
I heard them shoes was from Alibaba.
They were still making money.
Okay.
They probably put
I'm just
$10 for them and selling them from hundreds. You know,
I
that's
don't know. Again, it's just alleged, but word on the street is I heard that mama helped get that house.
I mean, just
no, I'm just saying, but for you to be so, but if mama helped you, you might not be.
That's still her mama. That don't mean that. Listen. I'm not saying it's right to hide.
No, I'm saying she need to be grateful. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying that doesn't mean that she's not grateful. What she's saying is,
my mom was a butthole, is what she
exactly. Said. And I'm in a high risk pregnancy. I got my own stuff to worry about, and what I don't need is the negativity spoken over my pregnancy. So
okay, look,
I felt her.
Nels is coming through with words today. I guess because it's Sunday.
First of all, I always come through with words.
Yes, because it's a good old Sunday.
I always come through with words. Look. I always come through with words. Okay.
All right, get into your favorite couple, your next favorite couple.
Bye. I don't know these people.
Can I tell you? I did take notes on the first part, but after that, it says Chanel's part. I was done.
So, as you can see, we got Bianca and Daniel. Now I kind of see why Daniel is not really seeing it for this girl. Okay, it's the whining and complaining. Then the fact that she couldn't even make this man. I mean, the fact she was complaining about him making her the cup of coffee, but apparently this man cooks, does the dishes, only one that leaves the house to go to work, and can't even get back rub. I said, but you want to be a wife so bad.
I know.
You want to be a wife, so
that is not what it's giving.
It's really just giving like sugar mama situation. Like they really shouldn't even be living together for real. Like you come over there. I mean, clearly she'll pay for it whether he's dropping good D or not.
I was gonna say.
Well, anyways, apparently they're supposed to be going to meet up with Connor and his fiance Celeste. This is somebody that he met while he was in jail. Named, I guess, he also goes by Gator. Then she told him that, hey, guess what? My friend Haley will be here tomorrow. He's like, oh, you're just now telling me about it. And he's like, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, he don't really know how to feel about it, but I mean, what can he do? Because we know big boss mama, she paid a bill. She paid the cost to be the boss. Okay.
Right.
Then she let him know that she made an appointment for that same day. It's the last minutes for me. I would just because I'm an asshole, I would just be like, hey, I'm not going.
Right.
I don't know because you waited till the last minute. No.
But again,
you just expect me to say yes. No.
I would say he's under her control and her dollar. And so, he's like, all right, I'll go. You paid for it. Might as well.
I guess it's a guy thing because as a woman, I don't give a damn whether you're paying for everything or not. My answer is no.
Right. No, I agree with you.
It's a no for me. So yeah, she let him know that she made an appointment for the same day to go see some type of sex therapist.
I said it was an intimacy coach.
Or what he said, a sex whisperer.
Right.
So he said that he's open to it, and really it just seems like the major issue is the lack of foreplay. So they got to the
Well, not it sound like
oh, and
it
he
sound
a little rough.
not even rough. She was like, they kind of like bleeped it out, but I feel like she was basically saying like, you not hitting the right spot. You don't know where the spot is, and you know where close. And he's like, well, I need a map. Like, and she's like, like, I think that's the problem. He's not. It don't matter how rough it is. He's
How
not.
old was he when he went away? Do we know?
I don't know, because what was he in there for? Like, I don't think he was in there 8 years, maybe.
I
Man,
mean,
that might be long.
that's a long time. That's a long time. I mean, not to forget. I mean, like forget.
Well, he has a child, so but that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing.
Well, they got to the somatic intimacy coach. Okay. Now, after she got what they were looking for, she had them sit in a tantric position. She had them ask each other some questions to get closer emotionally. Then I felt like everything was going good until she got to the last question and she asked, "What's your relationship status?" And there was a discrepancy, whether they was boyfriend or girlfriend or fiance. And it was an issue. And I can see why it would be an issue.
Right.
He basically said, "Yeah, you ain't got no ring, so you ain't engaged. You're not my fiance." And I
Straight
guess
like that.
straight like that. And apparently he asked her to marry him in prison. But I was just waiting for him to throw back in her face again that, remember I said that was a mistake.
I guess he won't try to put 20 on 10 because it was already, the
I
fire was
mean,
already
you
lit.
telling me that we ain't engaged because you ain't got no ring is kind of 20 on 10 already.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He won't try to put 30 on
I
20.
mean,
That's what I'm saying.
go hard or go home.
You stupid.
So on the way to meet up with his friends, he brings up, her drinking, and basically, she said that, yeah, I'm gonna be drinking. That's how I'm gonna connect with your friends. It's gonna be over drinks. Okay. Then it also didn't help that, she's still pissed off about the tantric workshop and, being the girlfriend. So Gator, when they get there, Gator asked him if he's going out cheating on her. And he made like a little stupid joke and said, "No, not yet." And she's like, "That is insane. What you're not going to do is call me your girlfriend after proposing and then also say that you don't give a damn joke or not. Say that,
Oh no, I'm with you on that. I was like, nothing about that was funny. It wasn't
mm-mm.
cute, and it was disrespectful. And in a way, I very rarely do this. But Bianca had a point. Now, do I think that she overreacted? Yes. But do I think that him even asking that question was super disrespectful? Absolutely. Like, if it's just y'all two guys and y'all want to joke like that, but you don't know me, you're just meeting me.
Let me say this though.
Okay.
Whatever conversations they've had prior made him feel comfortable to ask that.
Right.
So I get where you're coming from, but I don't 100% blame Gator, because clearly the conversations you had with him about her made you feel like you can disrespect her.
Okay.
So, yeah, basically, so then the guys, they get up, they go play games while the ladies go have some drinks. Bianca's basically spilling her entire guts to this chick that she just met 2 seconds ago. And, talking about how he asked her to marry her. And now he's talking about, she's the girlfriend because she doesn't have a ring. Daniel asked Gator how long it took for him to propose to Celeste. And he said that he proposed, after like their 2 years. And he's explaining basically that he messed up. He was like, "Homie, I messed up. Okay. I asked this girl to marry me while I was in prison." And he said, now that they're having conflicts, he don't think that they're ready for marriage at all. And I can 100% agree with that. So then
Right.
back at the table, Bianca shows Daniel Celeste's ring. And, look, I'm dropping hints, dropping jewels. Okay. Gator tells her that they need to figure out living together before they commit to living together for the rest of their lives. And she says she doesn't agree. Daniel said that he definitely does. So
Right.
Bianca wanted to change the subject. So Gator asked Daniel, if he'll be a part of his wedding that, he's having this year because he's committed. Daniel agreed, and she got pissed off. She got up and left. And they told Celeste to go after her while Gator is sitting at the table and told this man he needs to run. But see, this is what I'm saying. So the information that Daniel gave to Gator while they were playing the game oh man, I fucked up and da 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 da, and you know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
the way you're talking to this man even made him feel comfortable to say the things that he said at the table.
I no, I can agree with that because I was like, oh, all these digs. And then it almost made me feel like maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just being extra sensitive. I know some of y'all going tomatoes in the comments, but if we know this girl feels away or wants to get married, I felt like, and maybe it's just me, I felt like Gator was being a little petty by being like, oh, and by the way, Daniel, hey, I want you to be in my wedding and da 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 da. And because we're committed, it just made me feel like that was absolutely a dig to her.
Let me
And
say
to
this.
like trigger her.
Let me say this though. If you're telling me about some guy that you're dating, right? And you're
Right.
probably telling me all the bad things, all the things that get on your nerves. She won't stop drinking. You're in recovery, all these negative things, right?
Right.
So when I finally do meet him, he gonna have a little smoke.
Okay. I get you. I get you.
And that's all I'm saying. I don't 100%, blame Gator. I mean, yes, he could have came across differently, but that's not everybody's ministry, and that's not mine. So that's why I understand. Because if you telling me bad things about somebody before I meet them,
That's true.
I when I meet them, they're gonna have all types of smoke. I'm gonna have all types of smoke for them.
We tell y'all all the time. That's why you don't set your new mate up for failure and tell your friends all the bad shit.
The
Okay.
problem is it's not the bad shit, it's the truth shit. It's what he's telling him is
Not the
true.
truth shit.
It is. I mean, it's true. It's true. He even mentioned to her, like, can you like not drink before we get there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, homie knows I'm in recovery and she want to do the complete opposite. So really it's not all he probably just telling the truth and it's just bad stuff. The truth is just bad.
Well, that part. All right. So let's move on to Z
Your
and Troy.
fave. Your fave. Your
Never.
your
So we
fave.
see
Look, your faves.
you're stupid. So Z and Troy, they've decided, or he gets a call, right?
She
From
gives
Mama
Lord
Karen.
Farquaad.
Huh?
She gives Lord Farquaad the way her face
You
goes.
not, I can't with you. And I'm so tired of seeing every scene we see her, she trying to do something with her eyes or her face, and it still ain't clearing up. I don't know what's going on, girl, but I can tell you it probably is not the birth control, baby. So anyway, Mama Karen lets him know that baby Troy was throwing a fit and she wants to come to Syracuse to see him. So she's getting on a train to bring her down to Syracuse, and he tries to explain that he was on his way out the door with Azael to take him down to the science museum. And she's like, well, you
She said, "Well, come get her."
right. So, and maybe Nels knows as a New Yorker, how close is Buffalo, or how far that they could get there that fast, Buffalo from Syracuse?
First of all, I've never been to Syracuse.
No, I know you think it's not really a part of New York. That's why I'm laughing.
I,
That's why
I've never, I've never been to Syracuse and Buffalo. I know from Queens is far. I don't know. Oh, they said 2.5 hours. You trying to be funny? You trying to be funny?
I know. I was. Um. Anyway, so they meet them at the train station. Troy says Azael is really excited about meeting baby Troy, because he always wanted to be a big brother. The kids seem to be happy to have each other. They both seem excited, even though it did seem a little, forced. But anyway, so then they go to the science museum. And Troy is excited about playing daddy daycare with the kids. Mama Karen sits him down and tells him that, baby Troy really missed him and she was, fussing and really wanted to see him, and that him and Yana need to sit down and come to some type of co-parenting situation. And they just all need to sit down and talk like adults. So then Troy goes, we see him, I don't know if it was the next day or whatever the case may be, but
I think
he
a few days later, because he said they went to the science museum a few days ago.
oh, okay. So he talks to Z and tells her he wants baby Troy to come out to the community day for the Project Heal. And Z wants to know why he would want to invite Yana into the situation. And reminds him that it's their anniversary. Okay. And she tries to explain that, when baby Troy comes, or he wants her to basically understand that when baby Troy comes, she's safe. So she'll feel comfortable letting her, come visit more often. So finally Z agrees, but tells him that he better do something special for her for their anniversary. And so then he calls Yana.
I think he should
Huh?
have also told. I think he should have also told her, like, I want, my baby girl to see me in action and see, me doing
Right.
something positive. Like he told Young.
Yana. Yeah.
Mhm.
So then, yeah, we see him call Yana and he tells her he wants her to come to the community day. And if not, send baby Troy by his mom. And Yana agrees, but Troy admits that he's worried, about the possible interaction between Z and Yana. And I ain't gonna hold you. I was kind of like bored with this whole thing. But what it was for me, it was when Mama Karen got in the car and said, Asriel or Azin, and he was like, it's Azai, and she was like, y'all change this baby name up so oh, I fell out.
Yeah, I literally, I was like,
I'm
oh
telling
my
y'all, Mama
God.
Karen makes great TV. I'm
He is
sorry. I don't care
good.
what nobody says.
Then she got in the place. I'm just like, oh, I got gas. Everybody
I
just looked at
know.
her like,
I love Mama Karen. She is very inappropriate, but I love it. I
oh
love
my
it. We need more
goodness.
Mama Karen because clearly it's really the only thing that makes these people interesting. Um, Otherwise, we get to see them smoking in the woods and Zariah cleaning her face 50 times a day. All right, now let's get into Melissa and Louie. In my notes say Chanel's part. I was so not. I ain't even gonna hold you. I fast forwarded, so I really ain't got nothing to give
You are
you.
the worst. You
I
are the worst.
really did not. I really did not care. So I was really happy I ain't
Right,
have
and
to.
then you're gonna turn your screen off. Then you're gonna turn your screen
I'm still here. I'm still here in spirit.
off. All right. So Melissa and Louie, they've arranged for their parents for them to have a meetup with their parents because she want to show off her brand new ring. Okay. Now he's concerned about his mom because she's been the most negative about their relationship. So they get to the restaurant. Melissa sits down and she starts twiddling her fingers and moving all around because she don't want to say it. She just wants them to notice her finger, this big old weight on her finger. Okay. Of course,
That would be something I would do.
I know. Look. I was when she was doing all of this and
Oh yeah, I wouldn't
mhm.
say. And look, I can't even say I wouldn't say nothing because there would be no way I could contain it. But for the people that didn't know, oh yeah, I'd be like, "Hey y'all,
Hey y'all, hey y'all,
hey, how's it going?"
hey. So of course Donna did notice. Didn't take her too long, okay? Then asked the girl to take it off so she can see it. I thought that was a little strange.
I thought that was strange, and I also thought she's better than me because I thought it
But
was rude in a
but I
way.
but I also feel like Donna's strange, okay?
Yeah, Donna
Um
is strange. She has a
Melissa.
very unhealthy attachment to her son.
Mhm. So Melissa said, she definitely didn't get the reaction she was looking for. She said they was just acting like, she just said that she got them pizza. She was expecting some type of excitement. Donna did tell them congratulations, but said, she's not happy that she's taking her son away from her. And Louis told her, tonight is not about you. It's about us. And I loved that. Louis definitely stood on business tonight for Melissa. Okay. It was giving fiance energy. It was giving no longer boyfriend and girlfriend. So Melissa doesn't understand why she even feels this way because she said, I'm not competing for this woman's role. We ain't competing for the same role. I said, oh, talk about it. So Donna and Melissa had a sidebar. Donna told her that she had a conversation with her mom and her sister, and they all like Melissa, and they really can't understand why she doesn't.
Right.
Then she told her that she don't like her, and she feels like it's because she's so much like her. Melissa felt like being compared to Donna was even worse than Donna hating her. I agree. I so agree. Do you think she's
Yeah,
like?
no,
Do you think she's like Donna?
no.
Okay.
Do I think she nags like Donna? Yes, they have that in common. They're both naggers. But other than that, no, I don't think they have anything else. I can't see, and maybe I'm wrong. I think maybe he just doesn't want to film, but the fact that we barely see Melissa's child gives me the vibe that she's nothing like Donna. I mean, I'm
Okay.
sorry she had to catch that stray, but you know,
I wouldn't even call that stray.
that wasn't even stray. That was I went right past the
Oh,
house.
no. I felt like her name was on that one. That wasn't a stray. That I felt like that one was meant for her. So Louie came over and literally saved Melissa from the conversation. She gets emotional, when he told her that she needed to learn how to let go. And she really told him no. She told him that, she's seen him at his lowest and she's proud to say that I'm sorry that to see that he's completely a different person and she loves the person that he's become. And he knows this woman is an emotional roller coaster and says that he understands her fears, but knows basically he knows that he did this to her, so he completely understands where she's coming from. Child, I'm done with them. It's your turn for these
All
last
right.
people. These last people. It was mainly them this whole episode. They just kept on going back to them.
So y'all, Kimberly and Joey tell us they done found the house. Okay.
214,000. That's super good. Where's she living at again?
Eden, North Carolina, somewhere in the boonies.
And she said that's 30,000 over budget.
Right. So Joey says they need to basically, I feel like she needs to go buy a trailer or something. So Joey says that they need to talk to her dad. And like I think I said this before, Kim is getting her money from her daddy. Don't get me wrong, she getting child support, but she only make
he said
$1,600
a month.
$1,600 a month.
What's
now
crazy?
Granted, with they cost of living, they about at $3,000 a month. But when you got Joey spending, what was it, $1,700 or $2,000 on rims, he done just use the child support money. You only make $1,500 a month. I knew the math wasn't mathing. I knew somebody had to be helping, and the helping is the daddy.
What's crazy to me is the fact that she really wanted Joey to ask the dad for the help when daddy don't see it for him. Daddy can't stand this man still about the damn bike.
But what's so funny? I feel like I thought that same thing, but then I said I think it's more of a respecting, like as a man, he needs to go up and ask him.
I'm gonna have.
I hear what you're saying, because if anything, that made me say no.
I'm gonna have less respect for you because as a man, you're coming to another man outside of your family to ask for my money. Yeah. I could respect it more if it was my own daughter, but you are her husband to be and you coming to ask her daddy for money. I'm gonna have less respect for you.
Yeah.
No, I didn't understand. I'm glad the daddy still said yes, but he's my fault. I'm gone.
So the daddy do tell him yes, but basically he said, look, you need to get on your shit, basically. Because Joey's giving him excuses, and every time I tell somebody what I've been in jail for, and and I'm not gonna hold you. We all know that is a thing. We've seen it multiple times, so I'm not gonna discredit him. But I also don't think he's looking at hard for a job. I think that he's looking for other things now.
And he said he would do it on the stipulation that he's not on the deed.
Right. And basically the dad admits, I ain't never gonna trust Joey. I still can't find my dirt bike, and he still won't admit to taking the shit. So I will never trust this man. If y'all remember, he gave him an opportunity. Said, did you really steal that? And Joey looked him dead in his face and said, no, I don't know nothing about it. Yeah. So then
stuff ain't coming up missing.
Okay, so then we see, can I tell you the face of this man in this credit union? I said, he just trying to get his commission, because he looking at this woman like this account gonna be closed in 3 months. That we gonna have.
Are you crazy? Like,
right. So Kim and Joey go to open a joint account because she's trying to get control over Joey's spending, and she's tired of giving him her debit card. So clearly, it sounds like she's giving this nigga an allowance. That's the craziness for me. You're giving an allowance. So Kim says she's trying to, make him responsible. And they get to the credit union, and they're like, we got to run the credit. And she's like, well, you ain't got to worry about his credit. But she kind of like, well, mine is probably not the best. But he ain't got no credit because he been in jail. And so they offer her a checking account with the option to overdraft, but Kim declines that. So then the banker instructs them to download the app and enroll, in their new accounts. And Joey can't seem to find his phone. And so Kim is like, well, why doesn't why do you keep not bringing your phone with you? And she's like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. And so Kim lets us know that Joey's been acting a little bit weird the past couple days. And when he goes to get his phone, she lets the banker know. And this is when I knew he was like, man, why? I know he was looking at her like he was stupid, right? Or she was stupid, because she's like, yeah, I want to be able to put limits on the amount he can spend a day. And he's like, well, it's 2,000. And she was like, well, 2,000 is a lot of damage that can be done in one day. And I'm no shade, I was sitting here laughing to myself. I was like, Kim,
She ain't got no 2,000, but she know
I
that
was like, that's what I'm saying. I was like, Kim,
what that meant was she just worried he can blow her whole check in a day.
right.
Well, all she got. It ain't 2,000, but all she got.
Right. And so he says, basically lets her know that she can put alerts and all this other stuff on the phone. And so she was like, well, I'm already tracking it. So you know what I'm saying? Why not? And then yeah, Joey comes back. He still ain't got his phone. And then as soon as they get back in the car, she sees the phone. And yeah, and then they go.
Wait, am I tripping? When she got back in the car and she was like, there's your phone right there. He said, I know. And she was like, well, why did you tell me you didn't know where it was? And he said, because I didn't know.
Right.
Am I in the Matrix? What the hell just happened right now?
That look, no, that told me everything I needed to know about what's going on with Joey.
I was like, what? Say what?
That
I was like,
told
am
me,
I tripping?
that told me everything I needed to know about Joey. I was like, oh no. So yeah, so we know that basically then he starts to get all erratic and gets out the car, walks down the street with his big hip self. He could
Oh,
probably
because
use
he wanted to go to, where the hell was he trying to go?
Oh no, because yeah, he takes her by the rim shop or something like, or some speakers. He goes to
Oh
look
yeah,
at speakers.
Amson something.
And yeah, and she gets
Amson
upset.
fuses he wanted to look at, he said.
And she gets upset because she's like, you just spend money frivolously on stupid shit. I don't understand. And you ain't really got no money. This is my money. And
No,
he's
you
like, and
don't.
right. And so he's like, but no, and I need to be able to, pamper myself too and treat myself.
Man, that's crazy.
So then he gets upset, like I said, and he walks, and I feel like he needs to walk a little bit more because them hips are hipping, boy. And so
It's so crazy because from the top, from the top, you would never know.
You would never know
Till they show full body, boy.
I know, looking like he gave birth to a village. Anyway, so then he calls somebody and says, "Hey, come get me." Well, we don't know if this was Naheem.
He said,
I would assume
he said Naheem. But let me tell you, but my thing was this. Why would he say that it was Naheem if it wasn't, knowing that it was from, she knows that it's somebody from his past?
Oh, you're right. He did say it was Naheem. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so then basically she's chasing him down the street. She's like, "Oh, come get in the car." And yeah, and then he tells her Naheem was supposed to pick him up. And she's worried because Naheem and Joey used to be in these streets together. They get back home and Joey just needs to take a nap. He is just so tired from the stresses.
Arguing and
right, the stresses of life.
Walking around trying to walk off them hips.
Right. And so Kim takes his mom outside and she's like, look, something ain't right with Joey. I think something's really wrong with him. And she's like, he's just been acting real weird. And then I was tracking his phone, or she found, what she say? She looked at his watch.
Mm-hmm.
And he had sent a message to somebody saying he didn't have his phone, but he would be there in 15 minutes. And she's like,
he said, don't send any messages or call this phone.
Right. And then said he'd be there in 15 minutes. And so then she's like, she's like, I'm just trying to get in front of it so that hopefully I can stop it. And she's like, even though that doesn't really make sense. And the mom
I just thought about something.
What?
This man's not working. They're trying to buy a house. She's complaining about all the money he's spending. Why does he have an Apple Watch?
That part.
Why? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, yeah, I understand, but I didn't even think about that, but that's true. So yeah, so no, basically she gets emotional because she's under the impression, because Joey's mom can't confirm nor deny whether he's doing drugs, but she admits that it don't sound good.
And she know what it looked like.
And she knows what it looked like. And so now Kim is worried, and she's like, well, at the end of the day, I can't be living like this. And so we see that Joey's been asleep for like 12 hours. She's trying to wake him up for church. Apparently he's been sick. He's not feeling well. He can't seem to find his medical card. And then he decides that he's just going to up and go to the urgent care.
My thing was the burst of energy that he got when she said she was going to go to the car and look for his insurance card.
Right.
No, you'll never find it. You'll never find it. Now all of a sudden you feel good enough to walk to the damn car and go look for it your damn self.
And drive to the urgent care.
And he ain't going no damn urgent care, but yes, and drive to the urgent care. He gonna make himself feel better, all right.
Look, let me stop because I don't want to be that person.
What person?
He gonna get urgent care, all right, but it's
yeah,
not.
He gonna make himself feel better.
I was gonna say, but it ain't gonna be at a facility.
It's gonna be in some back alley somewhere.
Right. Well, you know, Kim wants to be safe. One thing at least I feel like if her daddy buy her house, it's gonna be for her. So that's the one up she's getting. But if she let Joey
leave him, if she finds out, she says she would. But do you think so?
I do think that she loves her kids more than that, and I also think she loves her child support more than she loves Joey. Please understand that this is why that fraternity test stuff has dwindled out now that they figured out, and especially if she think he about to be ahead again. Oh no, why ain't messing up my child support checks for you? We will go.
That sounds like,
but that's why this was stupid for her to say on national television that this was a possibility. Because if I was her ex-husband, I'm absolutely now running a DNA test, and your child support might be a lot lower, and we know you're not getting it from Joey. So, good luck with that.
I don't think she's gonna live. I would hope so, but I don't think.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I do think that she's the type to.
I think more
that she can help him. I do think that she's the type to think that she can help him, but I do think that she has a hard line. If that makes sense. Like, I don't think she would let him relapse.
I don't think she has a hard line with anything. She's a cheater. She cheated. She literally this is her boyfriend, her cousin's ex. Like, you cheated while they were together. What hard lines do you have? Well, I don't think so. I think morally she is in the gutter.
Well, there y'all go. Another word from Nails on this good Sunday. So yeah, y'all, if you haven't already, I can't. Please make sure y'all hit that like button for us.
Make sure you comment.
Make sure you guys subscribe.
And hit the notification bell.
And make sure you're following us on all the platforms, the TikTok, the Twitter, the Facebook, and the IG. Yeah, y'all, we will catch you next week for another round of foolishness that is the life. What happens after the lockup? Have a good night. Have a blessed week. Bye-bye.